I remember Aion. Aion was one of the best Korean MMORPG releases pretty much of all time. This is a game that I grew up on. It had a beautiful world. It had insane, intense PvPvE, flying around the abyss, ganking people, having those like hordes of Asmodeans descend upon you from the sky, having characters so tiny in PvP that you couldn't even make out who or where they were, intricately designed classes, fantastic tab target combat, admittedly really predatory pay-to-win business model, but that aside, this game was, I think, like a pillar of the MMORPG genre. It was a foundation with which the genre grew, and I don't think any MMO, with the exception of maybe Arcade, has captured what Aion managed to capture in its original form. Aion now is a shell of its former self. Aion 2 is very much so the same thing. A shell of its former self, a shell of the game that it is a sequel to. Now, I am looking forward to theoretically playing it today on stream. I tried yesterday and I had the same issues that a lot of people had. There were guides going around saying that you could play the game if you set your region to Taiwan. There was no phone number required. And then there were hundreds of people, thousands of people on Twitter, on Reddit, that were all expressing the same thing, the same issues that I ran into. You got this right here, whether you set your region as Taiwan, Korea, Japan, anywhere. It required a phone number. You tried inserting your phone number and nothing happened. It didn't accept it. Some people got in, and then others are speculating that after a set period of time, they decided to add in a phone number requirement even for Taiwan. So does that mean anyone wanting to play on the Taiwan server will also need a Taiwan phone number too? And then we have comments like this that are from Taiwan specifically. We have errors like this. This actually just happened 4 minutes ago. People are still struggling to get in game after updates. This actually comes from people that were able to get in initially and are now no longer capable of getting into the game. Here's another person posting very much the same thing. And then what is a cataclysmic shift from NCSoft was revealed. How the market responded to Aion 2's release. This is NCSoft stock within hours of Aion 2's release. This is within the 24-hour period after the game released in Korea. There was a negative 15.9% drop in their stock value. Negative 15%. Then you fast forward a few hours later and you're looking at negative 19.28%. I went ahead here and Googled this myself just to kind of test it to make sure it wasn't being, I wasn't misconstruing the information or wasn't misinterpreting what was being shown, but man, negative almost 20% is insane. That's the difference between November 18th at 3 p.m. and November 19th at 9 a.m. and it hasn't really gotten any better. This was a cataclysmic shift for them. This is the worst they have been doing for a while. This is very bad news for Aion 2. Not only Aion 2 in Korea, but Aion 2 globally and NCSoft as a company overall. After this, as a direct follow-up, NCSoft decided that they wanted to address some things. They held an emergency live broadcast over on YouTube. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. Where they, according to the Aion 2 subreddit, went and apologized for server issues, of which there were numerous, and pay-to-win monetization, which everyone was saying was going to happen. I said the game was pay-to-win. Other content creators said the game was pay-to-win, and you know what players were saying, or people that were anticipating playing Aion 2 were saying? Nah, the game ain't pay-to-win. It's fine. It's fine. Game's gonna be great. And evidently the game has been received appropriately. NCSoft stock tanked 15% first day of release due to complaints from players. They promised in their live broadcast that they would fix things. I mean, they kind of have to. This is a significant decline for them. Arguably one of the biggest drops in recent memory. Apologizing for the monetization after 1 day. This shit is going to be stillborn in the West. Absolutely disgusting to treat the flagship game that should have carried you through the next decade like this, and fuck the people that are defending it. I don't know any, you know what? Actually, I do. I do know people that are defending it. I don't know why people are defending it. This is why we get slop. This is why we get slop gacha games. This is why we get slop mobile games. This is why we get slop MMOs. People see something. They see something that is noticeably and evidently bad, that is noticeably, evidently poor quality, noticeably and evidently pay to win. And then you have those people, some people, defend it. They say, nah, it's okay. Nah, it's not predatory. Nah, it's not pay to win. Nah, it's not poorly optimized. Nah, it's not poorly designed or poor quality. No, instead of just admitting to it, and then people providing critical feedback, constructive feedback to the developers, to the publishers, in an active effort to help them improve the game. This is what people should be doing, not saying this product is a good product that we should be supporting. But I mean, the state of the genre right now is just in shambles. I feel like irreparable damage has been done to it. I don't know how and when the MMO genre is going to recover or improve, or if it's even capable of doing as such. But either way, Aion 2, this right here, this game has been very poorly received by almost every single content creator I know that managed to get in and play it across the vast majority of Reddit threads I've seen over on the Aion 2 subreddit, over on the MMORPG subreddit, on Twitter. That very, like, the sentiment that I've seen echoed is it's a beautiful game, and that's about it. It's soulless, it's empty, and it lacks any of the charm, any of the polish of the original Aion game, which is a shame, because again, Aion kind of helped set a standard of quality in the MMORPG genre that unfortunately Aion itself has not been meeting or keeping up with in recent history. But what are you gonna do? What did people think? What did people expect from an MMO from NCSoft? I do hope Global is handled better. I just don't think it will be if NCSoft's track record is anything to base this off of. Again, I'm going to try to play this today if I can, so I can play through it at least a few days in a row and then do a dedicated video on it. But for the time being, it's not really looking too good.
I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment, so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.